The Wipeout course, a hallowed tradition, a storied shrine to competition, athleticism, and achievement. One of the most revered fields of combat in the history of sport. And now, it's come north of the border. It's time to show the world just what us Canadians are made of.
Show Mama your balls!
Oh, here we go.
20 ordinary Canadian men and women from Bonavista Vista to Vancouver Island are about to go head-to-head on the most spectacular obstacle course ever assembled.
Those crazy enough to accept the challenge must be prepared for the spills.
The thrills.
And the fantastic fumbles.
Those contestants left standing will face off in the Wipeout Zone.
Each week, out of 20 competitors, only one will emerge victorious. Who will win?
Who will lose?
And who will... I think you know what's coming.
What?
Wipeout!
This is insane!
Greetings and welcome to Wipeout Canada. Canada. I'm Jonathan Torrens, along with my co-host, Dennis Esmer.
Thanks, Jonathan. Today is a very special day in Canadian history. We are so excited we can't even begin to tell you.
Actually, we have to. It's kind of our job.
Good point, JT. Okay, then. Today, 20 Canadian men and women, all with universal health care, will compete against one another on the Wipeout course for a shot at $50,000.
The first challenge they face is the Wipeout qualifier round. And here's what they're up against today.
First, they'll have to bounce their way across the beams while getting sprayed by the water jets. Go toe-to-toe with the sucker punch wall, bounce across the big balls, and swing safely through the donut swing.
Only those with the top 12 times in the qualifier will advance to the next round.
And more importantly, make it one step closer to the fabled Wipeout Zone and that $50,000 grand prize.
Without further ado, let's send things down to the course with our sideline co-host, Jessica Phillips, who's with our first contestant, a man who spends every day caring for big, blubbery beasts in Niagara Falls.
You mean American tourists?
Ew. No, it's sea mammal trainer and walrus expert, Philip Demers.
So you're a walrus whisperer?
I was born with an innate ability to communicate very effectively with animals.
Okay, teach me. That means back to you guys.
What, they think they're the only ones around here who can speak walrus?
That means let's get it started.
This North Atlantic pinniped is characterized by its hairless appearance, bristly whiskers, and prominent tusks.
And an obvious love for water. Back up for another attempt. Oh, right back down on his face. There's no amusement so far for Philip in this water park.
Tusk, tusk, tusk. Moving on to the sucker punch wall. Now all he has to do is get across the platform. And holy sea cow, he's down already.
He is the walrus, he is the mudman. Goo goo gachoo.
Now up to the big balls.
Oh, manatee, he Niagara Falls into the water. The trainer learns a new trick from the big balls. Well worth the price of admission.
And finally onto the donut swing. Here Philip has to use the rope to swing over the water and through the center of the donut to the finishing platform on the other side.
Woo! Look at that landing.
And the Walrus Whisperer does Niagara Falls and his pet walruses proud with a time of 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Jessica?
I am standing here with Kevin Chernenkopf.
Actually, it's the incredible megawatt.
So you just have an echo every time you say that?
I don't know what you mean by the echo.
Well-conducted interview. In case you're wondering about that censored bar, let's just say that suit does not leave a watt to the imagination, so we thought you could use some insulation.
Well, let's not give him too much credit. That's better.
He's across the beams. Boy, the atmosphere is electric.
Oh, he takes a shot to the head. He may be walking around with some low voltage for a bit.
Megawatt hits the white glove. Will he make it across? Yikes! Socketed in the bulb. Megawatt takes a couple in the old lightning rod. We gotta go to the super slow-mo just for his facial reaction. Shocking.
He makes an electrical charge at the big balls. Oh, wow, Megawatt short-circuited and arced through the air into the waters below.
That was electrifying.
It should be. He's from the Energy Province. Up next is mother of two, Heather Westmacott from Winnipeg.
Yummy mommy with the washboard tummy.
She's a mom? With that body? Wow.
Well, I'm sure she's used to being hit on, but let's see if she can stomach the sucker punch wall. Oh, socked her right in the face.
Face? Oh, right. Sorry, I was still distracted by the abs. Having a real quick run so far. Now for the big balls.
Sweet mother! What a wipeout!
I knew I should have applied for the pool boy position.
And Heather finishes with a time of 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
Mrs. Westmacott, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you? A great run for our yummy mummy.
Don't call her our yummy mummy. It just sounds creepy.
Okay, man, I'm just saying I would love a ride to soccer practice right about now.
Too much! Who's up next?
Powerlifter Ashley Werner of Simcoe, Ontario.
Let's see if she can power through the sucker punch.
Oh, dear. Right to the midsection.
The sucker punch isn't afraid to pick on someone its own size. Time to hit the showers, Ashley. Next on the course is Saizula Pitsulak of Kimiut Nunavut. Our viewers should be aware that of the 40,000 Canadians to apply, only the wildest, most enthusiastic of applicants made it onto the show.
Hi. What would you do with $50,000?
Spend it. I think.
Pitsulak proving that Saizula does matter on the qualifier. Coming in loud and proud with a time of 5 minutes and 28 seconds. All right. That was fun. I'm a little
For
dizzy.
one of us, yeah.
A little dizzy, though.
It's now time for Beloy Lacumbo from Surrey, BC, a native of the Congo, who's with Jessica now.
And what would you do with $50,000?
Right now, I have a big wedding coming up in Africa. You gotta go through the whole process of giving dowry, and you gotta provide goats.
Aw, he's gonna use the money on his wedding. What a sweet guy.
Yeah, but how do the big balls feel about those wedding plans? Oh, they toss them aside like a gift that wasn't on the registry. Beloy, you may now kiss the water.
Let's see if he can't go in the hole like he's gonna have to do for his wedding if he doesn't win the 50 grand.
Oh,
He's unable to carry himself over the threshold.
the donut swing really got his goat. That must have felt bad.
I'm like a fine wine. I get better with age.
And our well-aged wine aficionado is next to sample the beams.
And Merlot, no, not so smooth going down.
But Neil wasn't the only one who had trouble on the beams. Take Dewington, Alberta's Ryan Irvine, for example. The self-professed Chad Kruger lookalike.
Dare to dream.
Ooh, good hair flip.
Let's see if Ryan can rock and roll through the big balls.
And this is how you remind me of what the big balls really are. Awesome. Back to the top of the course.
My heart belongs to you, Gilbert Blythe.
It's Ryan of Green Gables. Get it?
Ryan who of the Green what? Oh, that TV show, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, how lame is that? Like, let's dress up like an iconic character from a classic Lucy Maud Montgomery novel from 1908, right?
You okay?
Let's watch.
Oh, he falls and he lost his little wig. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, the beams pulled his hair like they were Gilbert Blythe. They'll be lucky if he doesn't turn around and hit him with a slate.
What?
Ryan now moves on to the sucker punch wall.
Taking a few shots there and that can't feel good.
But he somehow manages to keep his balance, unlike Ann did after being dared by Josie Pye to walk the ridge pole on the Barry's kitchen roof.
Dude.
What? I love the story.
And now Ryan is finishing off on the donut swing. And oh, hanging on, trying to avoid the water like Anne in her canoe during her reenactment of the Lady of Shalott.
I knew it.
Or whatever.
This is soccer player Sarah Agnew from Gibsons, BC, approaching the big balls, which might pose a challenge for someone who's not usually allowed to use her hands.
Oh, she takes a header off the ball.
That's an automatic red card.
Okay, JT, who's next?
Why, it's none other than strongman Glenn McCharles from Hamilton, Ontario.
Oh my God, he's actually bending that.
Jonathan and Ennis, I'm coming for you next! Ah!
Whatever, buddy.
Yeah, like you can even get into our booth. He can't get in here, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, we get it. You're big and strong.
Let's see how strong he is on the sucker punch.
Yeah, let's see how strong he is now.
Gee, those punches don't seem to be hurting him at all.
No, Ennis, no, they do not.
So what? He made it past the sucker punch. Look at the Irish.
I think he's Scottish.
Yeah, but that's not an expression, is it?
No, it isn't.
Don't get mad at me.
I'm not. And Psycho Strongman Glenn finishes things off.
Oh, you did it!
Damn right!
Through with a time of 3 minutes, 12 seconds.
Jonathan! Ennis! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
Seriously, what do we do to this guy?
I have no idea. But let's take a break, and when we come back, more thrills, more spills, and more wipeouts. You're sure?
I'll check the door.
Great.
Welcome back to Wipeout Canada, where our 20 crazy Canucks are doing their very best at the qualifier, each hoping to become one of the 12 contestants to move on to the next round and take one step closer to that sweet $50,000 grand prize.
Well, let's not keep the good people waiting.
Or the bad people.
Right. Next up is Saskatoon's own Matthew Hartree.
I'm bringing some class to this wipeout course. Woo-hoo!
You know, nothing says class like a tuxedo banana hammock.
Yeah, I'm just relieved I didn't wear mine today. How embarrassing would that have been?
Not very. Let's see how this diapered or dapper gentleman does on the beams. Oh, dear Lord!
Man!
Etc.
Gooch!
Unless that suit is made from Jackie Chan's tuxedo, I'll bet that hurt a lot.
Obscure. Up next, the big balls. Whoa, amazing wipeout. And so elegant. What lines, what grace. Really classing up the joint.
Brava, brava. And now let's find out if Matthew's high standards can be brought to bear on the donut swing.
He turned his nose up at the donut and it snubbed him right back. Hurts, donut.
But Matthew, keep it classy, Hartree wraps up in only 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
All right, here comes rock and roll groupie Heather Morrison.
I'm gonna rock this course like the backseat of a tour bus! Woo!
Can she find a backstage pass through the donut swing?
Nope, access denied. Back of the line, Heather.
Skanks for nothing, Heather.
Thank you, good night!
Up next is Michelle Zelstra from Rosedale, BC, and she is not alone.
We're here to do Wipeout.
Are you nuts?
I can't do that course. You don't have to do the course. I'm doing the course.
You know, it's when we have our stranger contestants that I'm glad Jess is the one interviewing them.
Yeah, she brings some sanity back to the show.
Hello.
Never mind. I'll bet Michelle can do her puppet proud on the big balls.
I didn't even see her lips move when she screamed.
She's good. Back at the big balls is grad student and prairie boy Stephen Yee.
And what is your shirt there?
Evolution happens, and it's the progression of man. So going from monkey to the pinnacle of evolution, man walking over the big balls.
Time to discover if he Darwins or Neander falls.
Oh, Stephen demonstrates the missing link between the big balls.
Now, we've seen one yummy mummy already, but it seems like a PTA meeting around here today.
That's right, Jonathan. We got 2 more mothers waiting in the wings to ground this course and cut off its cell phone privileges.
So let's put them head to head and find out which one of their kids can truthfully say, my mom could beat up your mom.
And what do you do?
I am a retired housewife.
Now, what does that consist of? Cheers. Oh, that's strong.
Are you kidding me?
It's gonna be so easy. Like multitasking. Mopping the floor, wiping the bums. Mopping the floor, wiping the bums.
Welcome to the Real Housewives of Wipeout County. Let's find out which mother knows best.
Angry housewife Dawn is probably stronger since she's carrying kids and groceries around all day.
Yeah, but drunk housewife Suzanne is probably more loose.
You can't say that about someone's mom.
You know, like relaxed.
Well, both these moms are swingers. The rope. Looks like Suzanne is already 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, Jonathan, I'm sure she uses a clothes dryer.
Oh,
That does it for the mom off. Angry housewife Dawn, wiping the course with drunk housewife Suzanne.